Have you ever been driving down a dark, empty road late at night and seen something you just couldn't explain? In the UAE and across the Gulf, there's a name that sends a shiver down the spine of anyone who hears it whispered after dark. Al Duwais. She's not just a ghost story, she's a terrifying legend. A Jinn woman who appears as the most beautiful woman you've ever seen. She lures men with her enchanting looks, exotic perfumes, and stunning traditional gold jewelry. But once you're close, the illusion shatters. You might notice her eyes glow like a cat's, or that beneath her elegant clothes she has the legs and hooves of a donkey. And one of her hands? It's not a hand at all, but a razor-sharp scythe, ready to strike. She is the ultimate warning. Don't wander alone at night, and don't follow temptation into the shadows. Let's dive into the stories people swear are true. Take Majid, a 32-year-old delivery driver. He was on a desolate road around 2 in the morning when he saw her, a woman standing perfectly still on the roadside. He slowed his car, puzzled why she wasn't moving. As his headlights washed over her, his blood ran cold. Her face was completely smooth, like a wax mannequin. No eyes, no nose, no mouth. He blinked, looked away for just a second, and when he looked back, she was gone, vanished into thin air. Then there's the story of the 2 young men driving from Sharjah to Al-Batina in Oman back in the late 70s. They got lost on a dark, winding road. In the distance, they spotted what they thought were the red taillights of another car, a sign of life. They decided to follow it, hoping it would lead them back to the main road. But no matter how fast they drove, the lights stayed the same distance ahead. After what felt like an eternity, they finally caught up. But it wasn't a car. It was 2 women walking in the middle of nowhere. And the red glow? It wasn't tail lights. It was their clothes, glowing an eerie, pulsating red from behind. One of the men screamed at his friend, "Don't look at their faces!" They slammed the accelerator and sped away, not daring to look back. Later, they learned they had been driving on a road notorious for being haunted by Jinn. Another tale comes from an old-timer who used to travel the mountain pass between Khor-Fakan and Kalba by donkey. It was a lonely, desolate route. One evening, a breathtakingly beautiful woman suddenly appeared beside him. She said nothing, but with a slight nod of her head, she gestured for him to follow her off the main path, into the dark, rocky hills. He was momentarily mesmerized, but then a cold thought hit him. What is a woman doing out here, all alone, in the middle of nowhere? His heart pounded. This had to be Al Duwais. He quickly turned his head, began praying, and when he dared to look again, she had vanished as if she were never there. The encounters aren't always on the road. A woman shared a story that happened right at her doorstep. Late one night, she heard a knock. When she opened the door, a strange but beautifully dressed girl stood there. The girl smiled and said, "Your friends sent me. We're all waiting for you at the old well. Hurry up." The woman was groggy and almost believed her, but then she noticed the details. The girl's clothes were too elegant for a casual meeting. Her smile was unsettling, and her eyes, they had a strange, cat-like glint. Realizing the danger, the woman quickly said, "Oh, I forgot something inside." She rushed back in, bolted the door, and hid. Outside, the girl's sweet voice turned into a desperate cry, then a furious roar. She pounded on the door, screaming for her to come out. The woman stayed silent, trembling, until the horrifying sounds finally faded away. The next morning, she found deep gashes on her door and a tough leather water skin hanging nearby torn to shreds, a testament to the creature's terrifying strength. Sometimes, her presence is more subtle. A man was walking home late one night after a feast. He heard footsteps behind him. He turned around. Nothing. He kept walking, and the footsteps started again, closer this time. He spun around, and there she was, an impossibly beautiful woman, standing just a few feet away, an intoxicating scent wafting from her. Every instinct screamed that something was terribly wrong. He began repeating God's name over and over. As he did, the beautiful figure seemed to recoil in pain. She let out a shriek and fled into the darkness. Even the sound of her voice can be a trap. Two young men once ventured into a dense palm grove around sunset, a time when old folks warn the spirits are most active. As the light faded, they heard a sweet voice calling their names, accompanied by that same beautiful, overpowering perfume. They didn't wait to see who it was. They ran home as fast as they could, terrified. When they told an older woman in their family what happened, she scolded them, saying, "I warned you about that time of day. I told you about Al Duwais." These stories, passed down through generations, all carry the same chilling message. She is the beautiful face of danger, the sweet voice that leads to doom. She is temptation given a horrifying form. Whether it's a blank face on a dark road, glowing red eyes in the desert, or a deceptive knock at your door, the legend of Al Duwais serves as a powerful reminder that some things are best left alone, and some paths are not meant to be followed, and Allah knows best.